Hello everyone, today I am going to share my knowledge about boiler water level gauge class. Boiler water level gauge class plays an important role in the safety of boiler. The maintenance or replacement of this gauge class may be an easy job for every junior engineer. But I am sure only a few junior engineers will follow the systematic and correct procedures from the maker's manual, because they have so many assigned jobs to be done on board ship. Reading an instruction book for such an easy job could not be their first priority. If you are the one who has not learned about the level gauge class, this video will surely help you to understand clearly about it. In this video, you are going to learn source requirement and class requirement. Differences between clear tubular water gauge class and reflex gauge class. Safety feature that is installed on gauge classes. Precaution to be taken when maintaining gauge classes. Please watch until the end and let's get started. For a marine engineer, we have to know what is the kind of gauge class fitted by which regulation. According to SOLAS Chapter 2.1, Regulation 32, steam boilers and boiler feed systems. Every boiler essential for the safety of the ship and designed to contain water at a specified level shall be provided with at least two means of indicating its water level, at least one of which shall be a direct reading gauge class. Ships' machinery equipments are not always in perfect condition, and obviously, we have to carry out maintenance of the defective gauge classes over time. So, Classification Society issues the guidance for minimum standard spares to keep on board. According to Lloyd's Register class, the round type gauge class spares, 2 sets and 1 set of flat type gauge class should be on board. By looking at this, round type gauge class is more prone to damage than the reflex gauge class. They are also difficult to see the water level when the glass is stained with chemical in the boiling water. Frequent cleaning is necessary for this type of gauge class. Tubular gauge class can be used for low pressure boiler, but nowadays most of the boiler makers use reflex gauge class for some advantages. Here, we have to know why the reflex gauge is superior than tubular type. Its design allows the watchkeeper to see the water level easily. Let's take a look into its design. Wiring, the tubular gauge is the best used for the liquid which are not colorless. The reflex type level gauge is the most suitable for colorless liquid. A visual fluid indication can be observed through reflex type level gauge. One side surface of reflex glass is flat glass and has several grooves for reflecting prism. When the liquid comes in, the light will not be reflected back to the viewer and the chamber becomes dark. Liquid level shows dark hard color for liquid space and light white color for empty space. The following points should be observed to maximize gauge life. Proper cleaning and maintenance of level gauges in steam service is vital for enhanced performance and service life. The gaskets and mica shields should always be replaced during maintenance, even if they appear to be in good condition. The gauge glass must be kept clean to ensure the visible water level in the chamber accurately represents the water level in the boiler. The glasses and channel of the gauge body can be cleaned with a circular brush. If this cleaning was not sufficient, replace glass. Hexagon nuts must be tightened starting from the center, alternately crosswise in 3 steps. To tightening torque maximum 45 Nm. You should use the torque wrench to apply the extra stresses on the glass. When you check on YouTube for boiler cage glass videos, some of them are not even used torque wrenches. Boiler water level gauge shutoff valves are equipped with a self-closing bore function. Let's take a look to the safety feature for the gauge glasses. The self-closing bore is a safety device which automatically closes valve passage of the shutoff valve if level gauge is damaged or might break. So, when commissioning the gauge glass, it is important to follow the correct valve opening sequence as a preventive action. Most of the junior engineers wrongly assume that the bottom water valve has to be opened fast, but it is a wrong concept. Let's take a look. First, the drain valve needs to be fully opened. When the boiler has pressurized, it is a good practice to open slowly the top valve a little so that the glasses and its sealing will be carefully heated with steam until the operating temperature has been reached. This takes about 5 to 10 minutes. Then close the top valve. Close the drain valve. Open the top valve slowly until it stops. Next, the lower shutoff valve must be opened slightly so that the bore in the valve cannot obstruct the valve passage. After pressure equalization, open the bottom valve until it stops. When opening the bottom valve, it is important not to open quickly and fully at first. It can cause the safety valve to close the passage and you will get freeze and incorrect reading. Functioning of self-closing bore is only granted if valve is fully opened. Residues and dirt can put self-closing bore out of function. At the latest 24 hours after commissioning, the screw connections must be checked and tightened again with the torque wrench with the sequence due to the material sediments that cannot be ruled out. This should be repeated until the bolts permanently hold the specified torques. Thanks for watching.